Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talking Animals with Mitchell. It is December the 1st, 2019, the first day of the last month of 2019, and I am doing this, recording this live on Facebook. My business page, which is the Intuitive Messenger, Mitchell Osborn, the Intuitive Messenger. You may be watching this live with me. You may be watching this in the replay archive on Facebook, or you may be watching it from a YouTube channel because I saved this over on YouTube as well. So what we're going to be doing tonight, probably be online for about 30 to 40 minutes. And I'm just going to do a little welcome in just a moment, set a very clear intention for us, talk about what's been going on, do a quick reading for the collective from the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. I'll pull one card from the Tarot and one from the Oracle. Talk a little bit about power, spirit, and totem animals with that because Bernadette King did such an amazing job with the book. The book in that is really, it's no joke in its color, so it's really beautiful. And as you can see, there's the spirit, power, and totem animal kind of descriptions. But it is a true deck of Lenormand, not Lenormand, that was my class today. It is a true deck of tarot, 78 cards with the 4 suits, major and minor arcana. And then I've got, because Bernadette is such a giving, beautiful person, this is all the Oracle cards. There's like 80 of them. I think there's 4 sets of 20. But when you buy the deck, you usually get just another set of 22. But again, because we've connected and bonded, I interviewed her at one point, and then she interviewed me for the deck. So when you buy the deck, you get access to 6 videos from tarot readers like myself, and it's kind of like a class that you get to watch, and they're for free. They go along with the deck. So I was kind of excited to be part of that. But if you're out there and you're live with me, feel free to say where you are watching from if you want to, but you don't have to. And I see a few people there. But I do know this, I do only have one animal picture in the event. So I will definitely be doing that reading for Andy, A-N-D-I. Andy, if you're out there, just let me know that you are out there with me. And but I will also then, since it's such a few people, hey Norm, such a few people, I will definitely do some 1-card readings from the Arc Tarot and or Oracle deck as well. So, so I know Norm, I know you're calling in from the Central Florida area, calling, following, watching, subscribing, whatever you're doing. So thank you for being here as always. I do this every Sunday night, and you can see the event on my business page, Intuitive Messenger. And if you ever want to get a reading with an animal, you can go there and post for the next event. I can't get to it now and put it online. It just takes too much time, and I don't want too much silent, quiet time while I would be transferring that picture over because I have to save it on my phone, send it from my phone to my computer, save it on the desktop, label it, and bring it on. But you definitely can get a reading that way, or just a single card reading tonight as well. So let me set an intention for all of us. And if you ever purchase a video spread from me, I deliver it back in a YouTube video very similar to this. It's private, or actually it's unlisted, so only you can see it if you have the link. But the intention that I always set, and every day, every morning in my quiet meditation time, this is the intention I set. And this is one of the reasons why I feel like my vibration is very high. Hi, Bren. And just, I feel like I'm able to do the work that I do because of the intention, because of the mindfulness meditation work that I do every day, which is something that I also teach and promote and work with as well. Hey, Nancy. So if you're out there watching right now, take a couple deep breaths with me as I set this intention for you and for me. And I do it for myself as well because I'm still human, working my way through this world. Plus, I want to be the best that I can be for you right here, right now. And the intention is this, that we would receive healing, guidance, confirmation, grounding, centering, balance, peace, harmony, alignment, joy, abundance, love, great care, compassion, health, wellness, safety, courage, and encouragement. I set the intention that we would resonate, operate, and vibrate in the highest frequency of that divine source, that pure white light, love, God, goddess energy that we can. And I call in any and all of your and my angels and guides and those we work with on the other side, whether we know who they are or not, into this time that we have together, whether you're live or not, as long as they stay in high vibration and play nice. All of this for our highest good and greatest growth, I say, and so it is. And so it is. And yes, I have it memorized. So first, what's been happening? So I live in Central Florida. We have some critters around here, and it's so funny because I posted a picture from Thanksgiving Day of a beautiful sunset over Lake Orlando, where I live in Rosemont Community, and I had to zoom in on an alligator, and it was kind of fuzzy, but I posted it, and people are like, "What, an alligator?" People in Central Florida and most of Florida, if there's a lake or a pond, and it's not just like a little retention pond, but like a big pond or a lake, there's a gator in it. There's a gator in it. Just know that. And they really want to leave you alone. And I've always been, you're right, Bren, you're welcome. And I've always been really attracted to gators. I mean, as a kid, I would swim in Lake Howard or the chain of lakes in Winter Haven. And I could see a gator off to the side, 50 to 100 yards. They just don't bother you. You don't bother them. But unfortunately, people have fed them, and they come looking for food now. And there have been some animals that have been attacked and eaten, usually smaller dogs. Cats are pretty quick and get away. It's the dogs, because the dogs are usually trying to like fight or bark at it. But yes, so I say that because let me show you who visited us the other day. So this is the back porch of my house. That's a table. And the light that you see right, where is it? How do I do this? Right there, that light right there, that is my husband's pottery studio. So he was out back, and this little critter is kind of an adolescent possum, but he showed up, and he was just adorable. And I'm trying to see if I can find the possum, because I know it's somewhere in here. So let me see if I can do it. But he showed up, and I got a couple pictures. I got to spend a little time kind of connecting with him. Still looking. If I can't find it, let me see if it's in the Oracle deck in the back. But yeah, just had a really kind of cool connection with him. I do feel like it was a boy, male. Oh, there's possum. So the cool thing with spirit animal possum, when possum scurries as your spirit animal, it's time to be still and wait for danger to pass. And I really felt like I was able to really personally be still and just connect with him. He stayed there. We went inside. He was still there. We could see him on the camera outside. And so a spirit animal this would be a spirit animal moment for me, because the possum just showed up. Possums are not animals that I'm drawn to or attracted to. If you are someone who all your life you've been drawn to owls, you've collected owls, that's more likely a totem, an animal totem or a totem animal for you. My mom loved owls. My mom loved frogs now. There was one point where turtles were big for her. So those would be totems for her. For me, snake is one that I'm really drawn to. Owl is another one. I would say those are probably totems for me. But this little guy popped in as a spirit animal. And this is what Bernadette teaches in her book. Now, the totem animal would be one that you really resonate with, or one that's shown up in dream time or a shamanic journey, or just has been connected to you most of your life. But the totem animal of possum, as a totem animal, possum belongs to those who are here to take care of the world's children, because they're like our only, I think someone said they're our only marsupials in the United States, which means they carry their baby in like a little pouch, for more of the birth time. But yeah, so they take care of the children. Now, a power animal, and this is how her deck works. There's those three things, the spirit, totem, and power animal with each one. And the power animal is when you want to invoke that. Like, say you're going to, to an event and you're the one who's got to watch all the children, then you might bring up this totem and work with it, or the power animal. And as a power animal, invoke possum as your power animal during times you need to be extra resourceful. So if you're going through something and you're really watching your money, watching how you spend it, and you need to just be resourceful, then you really can connect with this animal. And you can do like a little bit of shape shifting into them. Ted Andrews has an amazing book, The Art of Shape Shifting. Powerful book if you love animals. I think I did a whole night of this. So you can look at my YouTube channel, Intuitive Mitchell, and just Google Mitchell Osborn shape shifting or the art of shape shifting. I think you can probably find it because I think I labeled it that so you can find it. But yeah, this little guy showed up. And let me know if by chance a possum has showed up in your life in the last couple of days. This is where the synchronistic moments are beautiful. And this is one of the reasons why I started doing this, because I would post an animal message for the day, and then all of a sudden that animal would show up again in my life. Or like on a billboard. Like today I posted moth spirit, and I just wrote that, and this was like the message from spirit, not the message on the card. So it's not giving up if it's what your soul needs at the moment. That's what moth was saying. Hello everybody that's joining. I see a few people jumping on. But then all of a sudden, if you get the moth spirit and it comes in, and then all of a sudden you're watching TV and it's about a moth, or all of a sudden someone's logo has a moth on it, that's moth spirit coming in, moth totem, moth power animal, whatever it is. And that's where you really want to pay attention. So this book is a great one if you get the deck. You can order it at Amazon. You can just Google the Arc Animal Tarot and find it there. Or you can go to Bernadette's site, Bernadette Carter King. Google her name, Bernadette King and Arc Tarot, because on her site then you can order extra things like extra oracle cards and stuff. But yeah, so definitely a good book. Also another one, anything by Ted Andrews. I'm trying to look at my bookshelf right here. Stephen Farmer. Those are some other good ones. Ted Andrews, Stephen Farmer's great books on animal communication. But then also spirit-animals.com. If you need just like a quick reference, this is somewhere like if you on your phone. I'm gonna see if I can type it in, spirit-animals.com. Yeah, so I just typed that in. That's another place where a lot of times I'll just pull up real quick, because they have like, if it shows up in your dreams, if it crosses your path, the different levels, or if it's like a totem for you. But then they usually have like just a simple little quote that you can look at real quick. And actually, let me look up possum just to see what Spirit Animal says about that. But if you have any questions, let me know. In just a moment, I'm going to do the reading for the collective here, and then I'm going to do the lesson about getting animals to do what you want, which is the main focus of tonight. So possum with an O. Move quickly and fearlessly, adapting your strategy when necessary. So that's like a quick, fast little blurb. But then it talks about if possum crosses your path, if possum is your totem, or if it comes into your dream time. So it's a cool website that shows a lot of that. So let me, if you have questions, type them in. It usually takes about 30, 40 seconds for me to see it. Hey, Fedrea, how are you? It's good to see you. And by the way, Fedrea, you just made me think of this because you've purchased a lot of things from me. But you guys, if you purchase my Fool's Spread Year Ahead, it's like a 28 card spread that gives you like one card per month and how to handle the energy of that month. At my website, mitchellosborn.com, just go to the tarot store and look up Fool Spread. It's in alphabetical order. If you get it soon, I give you an extra month, meaning December, because I pull two cards for December, and then I do one card for the energy of the month and a card of how to navigate it. And it's cool because you look through the entire year, looking at that spread. So so get those if you want. So let me go ahead and pull a card from the Arc Tarot. And this is kind of like a little bit more of like a spiritual message. So this is a little bit more, we're going to go with a little bit more of the spirit totem, or animal totem. Then I'll pull from the Oracle deck actually, let's just do this as a spirit totem. So as a spirit animal. So one card for the collective, and then I'll pull some. Hey, Andy. Andy, I'm glad you're here because I'm going to be reading Bo. You're the one person that got a picture to me. So for everybody watching, your spirit animal message for today is Tiger, which is King of Wands. So just beautiful, beautiful energy. And this is loyalty, honorable spirit, and ferociousness. So there is the tiger energy. And for you, I would say definitely step into that very powerful, fiery energy. Be ferocious. And then, watch how your moves dictate, or how am I trying to say this? Because there's a component of keeping the loyalty. Continue to be that tiger, be that leader, but be conscious of not stepping on people. Be very conscious of those around you as you lead. Don't trample on them to get to the top, to climb the ladder. But it's okay to be that leader, especially when nobody else wants to do it. But don't be afraid to reach down and give them a hand and pull them up the ladder as well. So feel free to be ferocious, but also stay honorable. So that is from the Arc Tarot. Now, a little bit more of a totem message, and or, what's the other word? Totem or power. So let's see what we got here. And there are even some mythological cards here. So, all right, the card for that message is Mermaid. I love it. And this is femininity, allure, and charm. So I would say definitely utilize the mermaid when you need to, I hate to say it, but when you need to get what you want. Use your allure, use your charm. But again, like the king or the tiger, the king of wands, be conscious not to step on or over people to do that. Because the mermaid, think about what a mermaid kind of goes back to. The siren, they lured the seamen into the rocks and crashed their boats. So sometimes if you lure people in, you may end up crashing their boat. So this is where you can put the two cards together. Be very honorable, a person of integrity, as you do. Because you can use the power for good. I often say this is something that I try to do, is stay in a place of high vibration so that my energy is attractive. And I know my heart and I know my intention is to be honorable, a man of integrity. Do the work, be honest. When I do readings, you guys often hear me say, this is how I feel, but I got to tell you, you trust your own gut, trust your own instinct. And I often will avoid saying definitives like, this is the only way you should read this card. I say, this is how I read it, but check if there's another way that might connect with you. So that's the honorable component. So use your power for good. Use your allure. Use your attractiveness for good. And just enjoy that. So there's kind of a collective message. So what I want to do now is go over the lesson, and then I'm going to do Andy's reading for Bo, her dog. And I'm assuming, Andy, you're a girl. Forgive me if you're not. For them, I'll use my non-gender specific. I just see the eye, and I'm assuming. So, but yeah, so the lesson for tonight, this is kind of the whole crux of what we're here for tonight. So if you want to get your animals to do what you want, and Bart is right here in a chair beside me. So Bart, when I teach, I often utilize him as how to get them to do what you want. And if you guys have an issue with an animal, type it in, because I would love to talk specifics and teach the lesson. Because I'm when I do work like this, I'm a teacher at heart. So anytime I'm reading your animal or something, I'm usually teaching as well. So Bart came to us and he loved to splash water in the bowl and drink it, lick his paw. And he usually would empty the bowl out. And I remember after speaking of water, I remember after a couple weeks or something when he first came to us, I thought, okay, I need to put my money where my mouth is as an animal communicator. The cobbler's own children don't have shoes. Get those babies in shoes. So I sat down on the floor, and I will just say this. When I work with a dog, to get a dog generally to do what I want, or try to get the behavior to change, it's usually relatively pretty easy. 1, 2, 3 times I have to say it. I have to send the message. With the cat, you just multiply it by 10, and there you are. So I sat down on the floor. Bart was playing with the water, and I sat down. And the way you do this to get your animal to do what you want, and like I said, if you've got a problem with an animal, post it. Post what kind of animal it is, what they're doing, and then I'll give you a little tidbit of information. So Bart's playing with the water, and what I want him to do is use his mouth. So I sit there, and in my mind, I'm thinking of an image of Bart leaning down to the bowl and licking the water with his mouth. I don't say, don't splash the water, because when I'm saying don't splash the water, that's the image in my head, him splashing the water. So I'm communicating the same thing I don't want him to do. So I sit down on the ground, I calm myself, I center myself, I take some deep breaths, and I say, Bart, use your mouth. And I say, and imagine myself leaning over and licking, the water with my tongue. So I just say, Bart, use your mouth. Use your mouth, buddy. This is how I want to do it. I see myself smiling. I see myself feeling good. Use your mouth, Bart. And, and I'll say it, and I'll just let it sit for a moment. And funny, because sometimes I'll say it, and he'll go, and he just looks at me because he knows I'm talking to him. So you send the image of what you want to happen. The typical one that almost all my teachers do, and I used to do until I had Bart with his drinking problem, is if you walk into your living room and your dog is on the couch. And in your house, dogs are not allowed on the couch. So immediately most people are going to say, get off the couch, Fido. So the image you're sending them is a picture of them on the couch. So you're saying, get off the couch. And they kind of look at you like, well, I feel like you want me off the couch. But the image you're sending me is like a picture of me on the couch. So thanks, you guys. I see those. So you want to say, Fido, go to your bed, sleep in your bed. This is where you want to go. So send the positive, image of what you want to happen. Because this goes back to a lot of manifesting, and this is something I say almost all the time to clients. Worry is a prayer for the very thing you don't want. All right? And this is the same thing. You're saying what you don't want. Get off the couch. You're saying get off the couch, and the image is on the couch. So Dawn says cat pooping on the floor. Great example. Whatever the cat's name is. And Dawn, tell me what the cat's name is if you can. Type that in. I like to use it because, as I'm talking to the cat, hopefully they'll start seeing that. But, the cat pooping on the floor. First thing, do what all the behaviorists will say. Make sure the cat box is clean. If there's multiple cats, you might need multiple boxes. So you have to do some of the behaviorist stuff first. But then ultimately, it could be another issue. Now, Dawn, if you were a client of mine, I would say, first of all, where are you or anybody else in the family crapping on the floor? Because a lot of times they pick up on our energy and they're mirroring it. So Lizzie, where are you, crapping on the floor? Where are you so upset that you don't even know where to drop your shit? Because sometimes we don't know where to put it. We don't know where to take it. If you're so angry and so frustrated in the world and life, with politics, with work or whatever, and you don't know where to unload your waste, and you just drop it wherever you can. This is when you come home and you unload on the partner, the spouse, or the kids. So that's one of the first things I would say. Then the second thing I would say is sit down with Lizzie and just say, Lizzie, love you to pieces. You can send images of hugging and kissing and just, say, Lizzie, the cat box is for you to go to the bathroom. And it's kind of gross, but you want to imagine them in the box pooping. So it's just say, thank you for going in the box. And you're feeling good when you say that. If you're mad and angry because yet again, you walk in the house and you're like, why are you shitting on the floor? Why can't you? First of all, you're angry and you're putting a lot of emotion behind it. And the images you're sending are the cat crapping on the floor again. So you want to take a breath, get calm, get centered. Get preventative and just say, Lizzie, the box here is for going to the bathroom, and this is where you pee, this is where you poop. Send the images to them. So that's two things I do. Look how they might be mirroring or role modeling us, but then also send the positive. So, Lisa, you are welcome. You said, okay, so Lisa said, use this on your dog. Visual of the dog in the bed and it works. Yay! I love when it works. So, and Phaedrea said, I think I might have to order a reading for our dog. He plays with spirit but ends up jumps on the walls. Oh. And Phaedrea, you can do one of two things. You can either post a picture of your dog in the events, like this event for next Sunday, and I can do a quick tap in, or you can book a session and get a full 30 minutes with just me and your dog or any other animals, because I can usually get to one or two, but sometimes one takes up the whole thing. Started happening right after we got more cats. So first thing, Dawn, is, if, and this is not to, shame you, because most people don't know, but if you brought in a bunch of new cats and you didn't let the existing cat or cats know, it's the same thing as if, Dawn, let's say you and I are in a relationship, and I come home from work and I got a 5-year-old child with me, and I say, Dawn, look what I brought home. You're like, why is there another child here? Oh, because we didn't have enough, so I'm bringing another child into the family. We're gonna, you probably would lose your bowels right there. I've adopted him without your permission, So you want to let the animals know more cats are coming in. Send them pictures, send them images, send them all playing together, getting along, because one of the worst things that can happen is if two cats get in a fight, and every time you see those cats walking towards each other, you think, are they going to get in a fight again? You're basically saying, please get in a fight again, because this is the image I'm sending you right now. What you want to do is flip it and say, I'm seeing you eat out of the same bowl, sleep in the same bed, drink out, love, kiss, lick. Cats love to lick, so see them licking each other. That's one of the greatest things to do. Dogs, see them sniffing butts. That's what they love to do, and eating out of the same bowl. But yeah, start working on some of the visualizations. See them all happy, see them all wonderful. But again, look to everybody, look to the humans in the house, and see where things might be frustrating or upsetting. Dawn, if there's other humans in the house, and maybe not all the humans are on board with new cats, then this could be the cat reflecting the other human, who is like, why the heck did you bring home another cat? I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm shitting on the floor. So sometimes you want to make sure all the humans are on board. Good, Don. I'm glad that makes some sense. So yeah. And you guys, this is I didn't post it, but this is when I teach my animal communication. This is one of the big ones for everybody. One of the big ones. Let me see if I have that link. I think I did have that here. Let me see if I erased it. I try not to erase things. Okay, no, here it is. So, all right. So what I'm doing is I'm going to copy and paste. If you ever want, and this is a big old discount. This is like 50% off. I think I made the class. I think it was like 25, so it's like $12.50. But that link takes you to my Learn It Live platform on the Wellness Universe, and it's like an hour and 15, 20-minute class of all the stuff that I teach here in one bulk thing. I teach it for free, but if you ever want to get it just in a nutshell, it's right there. So I hope that made some sense, Dawn. So my mouse lost connection. So I'm just kind of reading back up. Okay, so where are we on time? So it's 7:28. So Andy, let me know that you're still out there, because I'm going to bring on Bo and do the reading. It's on the feed. Okay, cool. Thank you. Excellent. So Andy, just let me know that you're still out there. And you guys, every Sunday night, if you want to get an animal reading like I'm about to do for Andy, you have to just post the picture ahead of time. You said, I'm trying to train Bo to be okay being alone in his pen. He hates when I leave the room, starts screaming like he's being stabbed with a butter knife, and 20 minutes later, he's still at it. His crate is in the pen, lots of great chew toys, soft pillows, etc. So, okay, Andy, I see you there. So, Andy, so let me bring on Bo's picture here. So this is Bo. I'm trying to get a good, I like this one better than the other one because I like the color around him. So I definitely feel, and Andy, as I say something, if it makes sense, say, yes, that makes sense regarding blah, 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 blah. So because otherwise the time delay, sometimes when you say yes, I don't know what you're yesing to because I've already moved on. And I'll address your questions in just a moment. But first, when I tap into Bo, and how old was Bo? You put down how old he was. I'm trying to remember now. I think he's very young. So I'm going back to your post. So Bo, 4 months. Yes. So 4 months old. So yeah, so Bo's very young. But I will say this, and a lot of times I don't feel what we humans call separation anxiety with dogs kind of over 1 year. A lot of times it's projection and reflection from the humans. So, first thing I would say, Andy, and I don't think this is what's going on, but I want to say this as a teaching moment for everybody. First thing I would say is so you're leaving Bo alone and you're going off to work, to the mall, to whatever. If you're in a state of, oh my gosh, he's a puppy, I don't know if I can leave him alone. If you're feeling like you really want to be there with him rather than go to work, if you're feeling, what's he going to do to the house? What's he going to do? Is he going to be okay? So if you're projecting that heavy energy, then they're going to reflect that. If you got a story, and the story can be very powerful for animals, Andy, and I'm not saying this is what happened, I'll tap into his energy, but if you got the story that, this is Bo, he was abandoned by everybody. Mama left him. The siblings left him. He was the last one in the litter. Nobody wanted him. That's a sad story that Bo has no clue about. But what Bo knows is he's with you now. So what I recommend people doing is step in and say, Bo, what a warrior you are. Look how you fought to get to me. See the positives that he's with you now. A lot of times people will say, oh, so-and-so, this Fido doesn't like tall men because he was abused by a tall man. Well, sometimes you don't even know if that story is true, but what we often do is perpetuate or continue to fuel the fire of that story. And just like the images I talked about, if you feel sorry for Bo because he was the last one in the litter and nobody loved him. He doesn't feel that nobody loved him. He was like, I'm in the world. I'm ready to find my owner. I'm waiting for just the right one. They don't have that woe is me because they don't attach the emotions to things like we humans do. So see them as the positive little warriors that he fought hard to get to you. He refused everybody that came to him because he was waiting on you. Whatever the story may be, you fill it in. But I do feel like there is a smidge of what I would call true separation anxiety, and only because I feel like the message wasn't given to him what was going to happen. So I would say, Andy, and this is where I feel like I'm really working with Bo's energy now. And as I say this, I'm connecting with Bo. So I would say to Bo, Andy, you're in this beautiful new family now. They love you. And you need to use your words because I'm putting words in your mouth. You're not going anywhere. This is your forever home. If it's not, Andy, please let me know, just so I can focus on what's going on. But just, Bo, this is where you're going to be. We love you. We're going to take good care of you. We're going to give you food. We're going to hugs and kisses. Then let them know. But there are times when we're going to go away for a little bit, and that's going to be the time when you nap and you rest, because when we're here, we're going to play. You're going to fetch, you're going to run. But when we go to work, when we go here, we're going to be gone until the sun comes down, and then we're going to come back and play, run. So spot on. He's here forever. Good. And so let him know that. And you do that by the images. Let him know. And it's a little morbid, but this is how they understand. See him 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 5-year-old, 10-year-old, 20-year-old. Push it as far as you feel comfortable. See him old. And again, this is the morbid part. And some people don't even want to do this. And I understand. But I see my animals up until their death. I see them in my arms, holding them, kissing them, saying goodbye to them, thanking them for the love. And I see them at a really old age, But also as a psychic and intuitive, I don't predict animals' deaths, but with my personal animals, I usually know how long they're going to be with us. And I usually don't speak it out loud to anybody but myself. Just like humans, I don't ever predict humans' deaths, but I usually know about how long people are going to live. But that always changes depending on their choices that they make. With the animals, it doesn't change as much because their choices are usually in our hands. But if all of a sudden you do a radical food change or a house change or something, all that can change. But with Bo, so definitely, avoid babying him, feeling sorry for him that you're having to leave. This is part of life. What you want to do is see him that when you are leaving, and he starts to scream, you can say, I know it must be kind of scary being alone by yourself. But you know what? I know you're a big boy, and when I'm gone, that's a time when you're going to be able to see him laying down and sleeping and resting. Because when I come home at 5 o'clock, we're going to go and run, and we're going to go to the dog park or whatever you do. So you see him resting while you're gone, and you see him eating when you come back or whatever. Put it in the timeline. If you get home at 5 but you don't feed him till 7, don't see yourself walking in the door giving him food, because then he's going to expect the food at 5 o'clock when you walk in versus at 7 when you normally feed him. So Andy, let me know if there's anything else with Bo. And everybody, I thought I heard somebody, but everybody watching this, whether you're live or in the future, just send Andy and Bo some beautiful, wonderful energy. Solidify and help me to reiterate, Bo being peaceful, being a strong little warrior when he's by himself. You don't want to say, oh, don't be afraid when you're by yourself. See him as asleep, feeling comfortable, in a peaceful, beautiful place. So you want to see the positive side of it rather than the negative. It's positive reinforcement is what it boils down to. But yeah, so let me know if there's anything else, Andy. Let me scroll a bit. Okay. So you said, Andy said, I've been visualizing him as an adult snoozing with the other 3 dogs, a happy, well-adjusted member of our pack. Beautiful. He is pretty rambunctious with one of your dogs, Muggs. I'm assuming that's the dog's name, Muggs. And you know what, Andy, let's see, he targets her to play pretty rough. And the bottom line too is he's a puppy. So he's a hyperactive child. Now, here's something that do your own research, and the only reason I'm telling you this is because Spirit said this. Years ago, everybody did rescue remedy. Nowadays, people are doing a lot of CBD stuff, but do your own research to see if... you see, hi, Bart. Do you want to come in and say hi to everybody? Bart was scratching. Hi, buddy. So, you want to say hello? Let's see if Bart says hello real quick. Okay, he don't want to say hello. All right, buddy. You stay there. But do your own research to see if there's something that you might be able to just, have them a little more calm, a little more relaxed. But it's something that's natural. You don't want to do anything that's not. Let's see. Hey, Kim from UK. Oh, girl, it must be. Are you waking up or going to bed? And Andy said she will play but gets overwhelmed. And again, see them playing responsibly. Again, send the images of them playing responsibly. But then also see, I think Muggs was the name. So see the other dog, like when they're ready to walk off, and then just see Bo either move on to somebody else or just, play by himself. Give him a chew toy. I just saw a cool chew toy today. It was a blue thing, and it was like a blue plunger that you put on the floor, and there's a rope with a ball at the end, so the dog pulls on it, and it's kind of stretchy, and it feels like it's being pulled, but it doesn't move anywhere. So it's like a tethered sponge. Andy said, yes, I'm in the pet store right now to get some. You're watching this in the pet store. I love it. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, and again, there's part of it where you're like, and you guys, if you're in the Central Florida area, South Orlando Dog Trainer is a good friend of mine, Todd Campbell, and he is amazing with dogs. I don't think he's ventured into cats yet, but I think he knows enough about them. But he definitely does dogs. But I've seen him with puppies as young as Bo, literally, bam, food, and just right there, ready to listen. So it definitely can happen. But yeah, and you can check out South Orlando Dog Trainer. I know he does a few videos and stuff. And he's a behavioralist. He doesn't do the intuitive stuff at all. So Andy, let me know if there's anything else. Otherwise, I'm gonna just do maybe like 2 or 3 readings. Thank you, Andy. You are welcome. I appreciate it. So everybody send Bo and Andy some beautiful, wonderful energy. So here's what I'm going to do because of the time frame. And Kim said, sending love, UK, still up, always connected. Animals, I do animal healing. Yay! Wonderful, wonderful. Christopher Ponte, I'm assuming you're probably tagging somebody there. Say, Emim. You're welcome, Andy. Oh, and to everybody. So here's what I'm going to do. I want you guys, if you would like a reading, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 through 5. So, and I'm going to alternate. I'm going to alternate tarot, oracle, tarot, oracle, tarot. So, Norm, thank you. So, you choose, you don't have to tell me. So, you choose in your head 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And I'm going to draw a card and just trust that this message will be for you. So, first card is from Tarot, the Arc Animal Tarot, and it is card number 1. So, if you're watching in the replay, choose 1 through 5. If you're watching live, you can choose. And if you choose 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, let me know if it resonates with you. So card number 1, for those of you who chose number 1, the message is, I love it, cat. Page of Swords, as you can see, primal instincts landing on your feet. So the Page of Swords, pages are definitely about movement, and the swords about logical, mental, intellectual type of things. So I would say for this cat and Page of Swords, definitely think things through before you make that movement. Even though you know you're going to land on your feet, even though you have that primal urge, think things through just a little bit more than you probably normally would so that it doesn't become a little bit crazy on the other end. So that's message for number 1. So just choose, and Kim, just choose 1 through 5, and I've already done number 1. Thank you, Semaj Thomas, or is it James Thomas? So this is Oracle. So if you chose the number 2, this is your message from the Oracle. Gecko. Look at that. Longevity, agility, cunning. So I love the smile on this face. So this one, it's so funny because definitely keep a smile on your face even when you're having to take care of business, even when people don't understand you or what's going on. And just know that you are in it for the long haul and that you are able to maneuver whatever it is you need. That's card number 2. Card number 2. All right. For those of you who chose a number 3, all right. This is going back to tarot. So number 3, your message will be Cecropia Moth. And oh my gosh, Moth was my card today. And here the moth is showing up again. So this is probably for me. So this is Death card. This is number 13. Destruction, renewal, real truths. And I would say definitely speak your truth today and realize that sometimes your truth is going to help transform somebody else's life as well. Because, this is like there was a point where I knew somebody who was owed a bunch of money, and they were like, but I don't want to go talk to them. I don't want to hand them. I said, listen, this is not only about you, this is about them. You're holding them accountable. And this truth may help bring about a transformation in that other person as well. So Norm, you got number 2. Perfect. This is the first thing I thought too, just for you. Perfect. All right, so this is card number 4, and we're going back to Oracle. So let's see what the Oracle has. Shuffled. Diving Beetle. Diving Beetle. Curiosity, strategy, fatherhood. I love this image. So beautiful. So I would say set your plan out before you jump, before you dive. And I'm going off with this strategy. And also, oftentimes, fathers love to plan things before they even get the car moving. I'm the type that'll set the GPS while I'm driving down the highway, don't know where I'm going. But a father would let's plan everything out. So make your plan before you jump. This would not be the grasshopper's message. The grasshopper would be just leap, just jump. All right, card number 5, going back to tarot. This is the final card for the evening. Yay, Kim. Always do completely change around. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, so final card number 5. The message is blue-footed booby. Anytime I can say booby, it makes me laugh. So this is Two of Swords. So this is indecision, information overload, or impasse. And I would say for this is really, really stay focused on the decision you need to make. And don't be afraid to make that decision. You know, this bird looks like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But the key words here are indecision, information overload, impasse. So, and the Two of Swords is often this woman holding two swords, and she's blindfolded. So the message here is really keep your focus on what it is you need to do. Don't get overwhelmed by the things around you. And sometimes you might just have to close your eyes and make the decision. If you choose A, you know what? Tomorrow you get to choose B, or the next lifetime you choose B. So there are your messages. Yeah, so this deck, again, beautiful, beautiful deck, the Arc Animal Tarot and Oracle deck. If you order it, you get 100 cards. You get the full tarot deck, and you get another 22 Oracle cards. If you go to Bernadette King's site, and you just Google Bernadette King, the Arc Tarot, it'll probably take you right to her website. You can order extra packs, because this is all the Oracle. As you can see, it's just a little bigger than the tarot. So there's probably 80 oracles in there. Just beautiful. Carp. I'm just showing you a couple of. Pigeon. Chameleon. So just beautiful, beautiful deck. But it's a traditional kind of Rider-Waite based tarot deck. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad it worked for you. Blue boobies, I know. Is she cold? I love it. So I'm just going to quickly read over. Diving Beetle is my new totem. I love it. I love it. Going in deep on some work. So exciting. Excellent, excellent. But you guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'll be here next week, which will be the 8th. If you want to get a reading like I did for Bo, I can usually get through 3, sometimes 4. And I usually do a message, but I can usually get through 3 or 4. But go to the event; it's already posted for next week for the 8th, and you can put your picture in there, and just read the information, because you want to read the information so you know what to post. But yeah, the 8th is already up there. Now tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. on my Facebook page. This is my business page, but on my personal Mitchell Osborn page, V and I are going to be doing 1-card tarot readings at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what deck I'm going to be using. We'll see. I got a few new decks as well. I may be using This May Hurt. We'll see. We'll see what I'm going to use. But anyway, check that out for tomorrow night. There's an event for that as well on my Mitchell Osborn page. So click on the event, because if you click that you're interested or you're going, then you usually get reminders when it pops up. But thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. This will be downloaded to my YouTube channel. That way, if you want to share it or you want to go back to it later, because on Facebook, obviously things get pushed down. But you can go over there and check it out. Plus, you can check out past episodes of Talking Animals with Mitchell. I have over 25 unboxing videos of tarot cards, oracle cards, Lenormand cards. And I think that's about it. So thank you, Lisa. You are welcome. You're welcome, Simaj Thomas. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it was like 80 degrees and sunny here. Sorry. Not rubbing it. I'm sweating a little bit, and it's probably 75 in here. Have a lovely animal message deck. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kim, which one do you have? Or are you talking about this one? You said you have a lovely animal message deck. Another great one is Colette Baron Reed's Spirit Animal Oracle. That's the one I post every day because I have it in an app and I can post it very easily. Ted Andrews I have, but the pictures I don't resonate with because they look very kind of like comic book-ish style of the 70s. And I like a little crisper, cleaner line. But Kim, if you got time, let me know what that is. I'm about to sign off, but I know it takes about 20, 30 seconds. But anyway, so thank you, everybody. Namaste. Have an amazing, amazing day or night or weekend. And thanks for sharing this on your pages, subscribing, liking. And until next time, I will talk to you then. Susie Green Inspiration. I assume that's it. I've not heard of that one. All right. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Until next time. See ya.